Welcome back, Allan Ryan here. Today is an exciting day. I'm going to talk about two of my favorite topics, compounding interest and Axie Infinity. Let's dive into how these two topics converge in today's video. If you've been living under a rock, let me update you quickly. So on October 8th, the team got together and they announced that Axie Infinity is launching staking. So what is staking? Well, if you remember correctly, Axie Infinity has a governance token called AXS. People were airdropped AXS depending on how much gameplay activity they had before October of last year. Also, investors and other people who speculate on assets can also purchase AXS token with the hope to have governance powers later on. Also, this staking component encourages people who own the AXS token to hold on to it for some yield, for some return on their investment. So if you go to their staking dashboard, I will list this in the description below, along with all the other materials in this video. You can go to the AXS staking dashboard, and the estimated reward is currently 145%. So this number fluctuates depending on how many AXS tokens are currently staked versus how many AXS tokens are out liquid in the market. So if you look at the AXS announcement, there's some more information here that has some details about their staking program. And there's a video that shows you how you can go ahead and start that. So I'm not going to show you how to set up staking. But if you do have AXS token, this is something that you can take advantage of. And when I was looking through my Twitter, I actually saw a great tweet by Ethereal Finn. Shout out to you. He announced there's quite a big difference between just staking your AXS and staking your AXS, which also restaking those earned assets back in each day. And the difference is all about compounding interest. So what do I mean by this? Well, if I went ahead and just staked my assets, you'll see here that I had 12.6 AXS staked, and I've already earned about 0.5 AXS. But you'll notice here there's a claim or a restake button. If I just leave it in here and I leave my assets in there, then over time it's just going to keep earning the 145% APR. However, if I restake, well then the assets that I earned now are earning interest. And this will cause a snowball effect, which over time will earn you a lot more interest. So let's do an example to go ahead and demonstrate this. So if we look at a simple interest calculator here on the calculatorsite.com, if you start with a $1,000 balance and a 145% annual APR, then the amount of projected interest that you should make should be about $1,450, which would give you a final balance of around $2,450. And this assumes that you start with a $1,000 principal, you have 145% APR, and that at the end of that 1 year period, that's how much money you end up with accrued, $1,450 earned with a total balance of $2,450. Now, if we take that example and do a daily compounding interest, where every single day we reinvest the earnings back into the example to earn more, this is the power of the compounding returns. And if we look at the difference, you'll see that there's quite a significant difference in the amount earned. So here, total interest earnings is $3,250 earned, yielding a total investment value of $4,250 as compared to that $2,450. And the difference between those numbers is around $1,800. So this demonstrates there's a massive difference. If you were to restake those returns each day, you're snowballing that amount of AXS into a lot larger sum at the end of the day. And this is just another great example of how Axie is educating people about blockchain, about philanthropy and helping others in the community, holding each other up, and now about finance and compounding returns. As Albert Einstein once quoted, "Compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." And just like with AXS, you should harness the power of compounding returns in your personal financial portfolio so you can let your money work for you. And just as a throwback, one of the first videos I did was how to turn 15K into 1 million by the power of compounding returns. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's a little bit of an older video, but I think the concept still applies. Thanks so much for tuning in to Allan Ryan and listening to one of my favorite topics, compounding interest. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and drop down in the comments below how you're able to harness the power of compounding interest. Thanks so much. See you next time.